evening. Let's talk about quadratic equation not in standard form. For example, number 1, we have x squared minus 3x equals x minus 2. Obviously, that equation is quadratic. Why? The degree of the equation is 2, or the highest exponent is 2. So what we have to do now is to express it into standard form. First, we have to write all the terms in the left side of the equation. So we have x squared minus 3x. We have negative x by addition property of equality. Then we have positive 2 by addition property of equality equals 0. Again, we have x squared, negative 3x. X became negative x on the left side of the equation. The negative 2 from right side to left side of the equation, it became positive 2. And then we equate it to 0. Then we combine like terms. What are the like terms there? We have the negative 3x and the negative x. So we have x squared, negative 3x minus x is negative 4x plus 2 equals 0. Again, we have x squared, negative 3x minus x is negative 4x plus 2 equals 0. Next, let's say we are asked to determine the quadratic term, the linear term, and the constant term. Quadratic term is this one, the one with the exponent 2. So we have x squared. What is the linear term? The linear term is this one. How did we know? Because it has an exponent 1, and that is negative 4x. How about this one? It is the constant term. How about the values of a, b, and c? A is 1. It is the numerical coefficient of the quadratic term. 1. How about b? It is the numerical coefficient of the linear term, which is negative 4. How about c? This one, it is the constant term. Now let's consider example 2. We have the square of the quantity x plus 1 equals negative 3. That quadratic equation is not written in the standard form. So as what we did in example 1, we need to rewrite it into the standard form. First, we have to perform the square, or we have to expand this one. So we have to square the first term. What is the square of x? That is x squared. What is the product of the first term, the second term, and the exponent? Or that is x times 1 times 2. So the answer is positive 2x. Next, what is the square of the second term? What is the square of 1? That is 1. Equals negative 3. Next, we have the x squared plus 2x plus 1 by addition property of equality, the negative 3 from right side of the equation to the left side will become positive 3 equals 0. Then we have x squared plus 2x. We combine this one because they are like terms. 1 plus 3 is positive 4 equals 0. It is now in the standard form. Since it is already in the standard form, we can now identify the quadratic term. The quadratic term is x squared. The linear term is 2x. And the constant term is 4. Identifying the values of a, b, and c, we consider this one the standard form. So what is the value of a? It is the numerical coefficient of the quadratic term, which is 1. What is b? B is the numerical coefficient of the linear term, which is positive 2. And then what is c? It is our constant, which is positive 4. Now let's consider example number 3. Wherein, again, this is a quadratic equation, but not yet written in the standard form. So, first, dealing with this kind of equation, rewriting it into the standard form, we multiply the first term and the first term of the two binomials. So, 2x times 3x is 6x squared. Next, we have 1 times positive 3x is positive 3x. Next, we have 2x times 5 is positive 10x. Then we have 1 times positive 5 is positive 5 equals 2. Now, we have 6x squared. Combining like terms, we have 3x and 10x, that is positive 13x plus 5 equals 2. Then we have 6x squared plus 13x plus 5. By addition property of equality, writing positive 2 to the left side of the equation, it will become negative 2 is equal to 0. Then we have 6x squared plus 13x. 5 minus 2 is positive 3 equals 0. Identifying the quadratic term, since this one is already in the standard form, we can now identify the quadratic term. The quadratic term is 6x squared. The linear term is 13x. The constant term is positive 3. Identifying the values of a, b, and c. A is the numerical coefficient of the quadratic term, which is 6. B is the numerical coefficient of the linear term, which is 13. And c is the constant.